She about to graduate with her master's in like a couple months, 2 months. I graduate my master's in a year. We don't need to have no kids before that. And until a marriage happens, there's another thing.
I'm about to say
the institution of baby mother and baby father, fuck no. I respect my girlfriend too much.
Institution of baby mother.
The fucking concept of calling someone you love your baby moms. I loved you enough to have a kid with you and not enough to marry you. Absolutely not. Not around here. Absolutely not. But I also try very hard not to have sex with people that I would not want to have a child with anyways. Rule of thumb.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
A lot of people don't. They be like, oh, bro, it's just sex. No, well, actually, this is the explicit process of making a child.
Yeah,
like we call it baby making.
Reason
yeah, like it's
doing this. I feel you.
It's like that's the number one reason. Like, yeah, it feels good, but like a number of other things do. It don't require birthing a whole ass child.
That's why I don't be feeling bad. You gotta ask my man, bro, I got another one coming. Nigga, that's your fault.
Yeah, hell nah, bro. You be irresponsible.
Be irresponsible. Oh God.
You gotta have your money right. You gotta have. Well, let me back up. I feel like part of that's eugenics. I was supposed to make a video about that.
What do you mean?
It's the concept. They'd be like,
I know what eugenics is, but what do you mean? How they
like it's like they'd be like, poor people shouldn't have kids. Well, in my head, yes, but also poor people shouldn't be poor. And when someone's poor, more often than not,
are you saying they shouldn't be poor because the system should help them not
the system should help them.
I didn't know if you was going that way or if you was going you lazy.
Fuck no.
Okay.
Fuck no. Fuck no. I think poor people shouldn't be. Sometimes if someone's poor, most times. Fucking 85% of the time, if someone can't find a job, it's not for a lack of looking. Job market's ass. And then if you do find a job, they're probably not paying a livable wage. You have to raise a kid with that too. So people be like, oh, poor people shouldn't have kids. Like, okay, I guess, but really poor people should not be forced to be poor. That's kind of how I see it. But
do you talk about this on TikTok or you just?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Okay.
My entire TikTok. At first, when I first blew up, I was just making dumbass jokes about like sinners and stuff. Like, you remember how bruh ate?
I've never seen sinners. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, there's a scene where the main character ate one of the girls out in the office or whatever, and he didn't die. Did in the movie. So the joke was like, "Oh, eaters never die." Whop the bam. I was blowing up just saying stupid shit like that or saying quote unquote relatable shit. And then I started to get a really big following. Well, I won't say really big. It's like 16,000. But I got a lot of likes, like 7 million likes. I started getting a lot of views back and forth. And I started realizing, hey, I have a responsibility to talk about the other things that I know about to like affect a positive change. For someone to like see my video and be like, oh, maybe we should be doing something about ICE. Maybe we should be doing something about XYZ. So then I pivoted and started making videos about that. Because once you get a lot of people looking up to you or looking for your opinion on things, you literally owe it to the world to speak out against injustice and evil. And if you don't, like...
You think so?
I think so.
I feel like, all right, so I look at it, because I think about this a lot. The I can't think of the name of it, I'm blanking right now. But like, the movement in the 60s for black people to have rights. Mm-hmm. I feel like a lot of like entertainers and like comedians, like Dick Gregory is one of my favorite comedians, but it's like you're forced to now be an activist because of the times, because what's going on TV, because they just killed Martin Luther King, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Whereas like, I don't know that necessarily was their responsibility to be speaking on it. And now everybody's like, okay, Nicki Minaj is going with talking to Trump and everybody's like, shut the fuck up. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So would it have been better? Because she has bigger than either of us.
Of course.
So do you think even somebody's like that is called to have to speak upon, or should we be? Because I feel like we should be looking to like the scholars and the people who study these things.
Certainly. But on to the Nicki Minaj point, I think it would have been better for her to shut the fuck up because she's obviously grifting. Yeah. She's very obviously like...
She's trying to get a...
yeah, she's obviously trying to get a bag.
That card.
That's very obviously. I think you're right. We should be looking to the scholars. We should be looking to the people who are knowledgeable. It is first and foremost, like we said earlier. I'm gonna keep coming back to this because I love that you said it. I'm going to research, and it's not in the age of information, in the age of everyone having a computer in their pocket. you can be as educated as someone else. You know what I'm saying? You could put in the work to understand certain things and use your platform for good. But also, there's people who can just platform other people. Like, again, I know for a fact that I'm not going to be an expert on certain things. If I needed someone to come get a tattoo, I would recommend you because you're an expert on that. So it's like platforming other people, networking with other people and stuff like that. That's kind of, I feel like, and everybody has and then for black people, it's also like, I know people be like, oh yeah, just shut up and hoop, or it's not my job to do this. Like, I just want to play basketball. But it's like, brother, we're not really basketball players, but comedians and stuff like that, singers and stuff like that. Hey, you're speaking on the struggle right now. When they rap about gang violence and stuff, I know we glorify, but that's scary. Those people are scared. When they was in that shootout, they were scared. You're speaking on the struggle right now. You're platforming the struggle. Are you going to platform a solution too? Like, ain't there a movement going on that's saying fuck the streets? They're using that. Every protest, every civil unrest doesn't have to be us in our suit and tie and our Kangol hat like the Black Panthers. It could literally be us on a Twitch stream with someone like Deontay Kyle or someone like you having a lot of followers and be like, hey, this not right. Yeah. And this is what I'm gonna do about this. Like me, I made a video about the Titanic before. I was very upset.
You was upset because they both could have fit on that door, huh?
No, the premise of the video, I'm already knowing I'm gonna get some flack for this. Is like one of the ones that got me really viral, but my granny car had broke down. She was in front of like an AutoZone or whatever, and she called me to come give her a jump and to like fix her car and stuff like that. I was like, of course, I'm on the way. You can always depend on me. You got me here. You can always depend on me. I was just upset that I saw a lot of men who seen an elderly lady and didn't help. I know a lot of men gonna be like, oh, it's not my responsibility. I'm not here to debate that. I just know what I would do for your granny. So I expected it for mine, right? But, so after that, I posted a video. People were like, "Oh yeah, nigga, you talk all this hot shit, but what you doing for the community, nigga? You da 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 da." And so I was like, "Oh, you know what? They're kind of right." So now I started doing a food drive for like victims of domestic violence, stuff like that. Whop the Bams, not food drives, but like clothing. What's this shit called? Toiletries, all this shit like that, clothes, all shit like that. Did shit like that for my birthday and Whop the Bam. We're still, me and my friends are still finding ways to do book drives, blanket drives, stuff like that. Just to, cause it's not enough to just talk about it. Sometimes you gotta be about it too. Some niggas talk, some niggas do. You feel me?
I mean, some would say doing the drive's not enough though.
Some would say that, and it's not. It's not enough to combat like the overwhelming institutional evil that we're facing. But if all of us do something, you know what I'm saying? If all of us do something, then we're getting there. So, but I really believe in people's, what's the word? Civil duty, civil responsibility, especially if you have that huge following. Like Michael Jackson, he was speaking out about Palestine. He was speaking out about a number of things like the child trafficking and stuff like that we're seeing coming to light with Epstein and stuff like that. He was speaking out about stuff like that. And that's, I mean, damn, that's about as close as you can get to celebrity Jesus. Let's really be real. Yeah. Only other person that's that close to Michael Jackson is like, what, Beyonce? That's it. Michael Jackson had people who didn't speak English all covering the street. Michael Jackson had to try to hide his face.
Pass out.
Yes. And this is before we had Twitch and Instagram, stuff like that. Like, are we for real? And he was speaking about stuff like that.
I just think, like, if I look at it from if I place myself in their shoes, if I just been, it's one thing if you really was an activist, like you really on some militant Black Panther shit, and you just, your avenue was telling jokes, and now you like, oh, I got that masses following, let me hit y'all with this activism. But if you really was just like, bro, I just want to hoop, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think you necessarily need to be called to go save the people. I also believe that during the Black Panther Party, somebody need to pay for those free breakfasts. So you could have not been saying shit, but if you're sending the funds to the people who are, that's a role. There's a lot of different roles on the team.
Of course. But it all comes into, you know, doing your civil service. A lot of people don't believe in civil service no more. Like you said, oh, somebody had to pay for their food. There's a lot of niggas be like, oh, well, nigga, that's just my money. And you have $700 million getting $80 a year. Not donating shit. Yeah. Are we for real? Not even donating to the city that they came from. The church that they grew up in. The church that taught you how to sing. You know what I'm saying? Church struggling to keep their lights on. And y'all already heard earlier, I am anti-church. But still, church struggling to keep their lights on. They didn't even donate?
Yeah. No,
Stuff
you
like
definitely
that.
need to. If the church taught you how to sing and they can't keep the lights on, that's fucked up. And
Like-
be famous. That's like that. You seen that shit with Cardi B, sister?
Oh, was that
I mean, not Cardi B,
Glorilla's
sister. Yeah.
And it's like, and see, I will always owe like a certain little bit of like gratitude. I wouldn't say I don't want to use the word I'm grateful for the conditions that I was brought up in, and when I get there, everybody who was with me before I got there is gonna have something. You know what I'm saying? It's just, for me, and like my granny always say, it's wrong to have and not give. And that don't mean give everything you got. I don't mean get a shirt off your back, but it's like I got $10 extra, and I see a homeless nigga outside of Popeyes, and he just really needs some food. It's just $10 extra. I got this for you, bro. It's not gonna stop me from not eating tonight. Basketball player making $100 million a year.
Pissed. He wanted some crack, boy. He ain't want no damn food.
Hey, sometimes that's the case. I gotta help in the capacity that I can help. I can't get you crack, brother. I don't got that for you.
I mean, shit. Drug dealer kids need some food too. Shit. What you mean? You might need to give him $10 for the crack so he could get a $10 to bro, and then kids can go to private school instead of no.
Hell nah. Hell nah. I can't even get with you on that one.
That's how I think about it.